on the lead code problem, longest common prefix. So in this problem, you'll be given an array of strings and you need to find the most longest prefix. So here, for example, given the words flower, flow, flight, FL is the longest common substring, so we have to return that. And here, none of the prefixes have anything matching characters, so we return an empty string. And so they're given us a few conditions. One is that all the values inside of the string will be in lowercase letters. The array would be from 1 to 200, and the minimum size is 0 to 200. So yeah, given these conditions, a brute force solution is possible. So essentially what we'll do is we'll keep comparing strings, find out the common prefix between two sets of strings, and then that same prefix we compare with the other strings, and we do it until we reach all the way to the end of the array. So yeah, let's try solving it. First thing I'm going to do is create a helper method. So this method will take in two strings as input and it'll just return the common prefix between them. So let me just quickly enter that. So for any operations that involve a string, they're usually very expensive. So the recommendation is to use a string builder. So we'll create that. And we'll use integer min. So this will be like the minimum length of the two strings. So we'll use that to just traverse down the strings. So yeah, essentially we're just traversing down using a for loop, and we'll keep adding characters as long as they do match. And if they don't match, we just break out of the for condition. So let's do that, else break. So yeah, essentially we're just given two strings. We're just going to find the common prefix. So now we're going to do this comparison with all the strings inside of that array. So yeah, first let's create that. First, let's set the value of the prefix equal to the first value inside the array. Now we'll create a for loop to traverse down the other values. So here we'll keep assigning the value of prefix based on what's the common prefix between the two sets of string. So for the first one, we'll just say get common prefix. STRSI. Now suppose we reach a condition like such as this one where none of the characters are matching. So we don't need to keep comparing with all the remaining values. We can just say if prefix.length equal to 0, then break. Yeah, so to recap, we just created this helper method and essentially takes two strings as input and it returns the common prefix between the two strings. And then for initially we'll set the prefix equal to the first value inside of that array, and then we'll keep calculating the common prefix between the remaining values inside of the string array. And we'll do it until we reach the end of the array and we just return the maximum prefix that was available. So yeah, let's try running the solution. Okay, all the two use cases have passed. Let's try submitting it. So yeah, I think it's a little bit expensive, but essentially since you're using a brute force solution, and I think they specified the constraints, and I think that's acceptable. So the time complexity of this solution will be O of n into k, where n is the length of the input array and k is the value of the length or the max length of the string inside of that array. Since we're doing a comparison, and we're traversing down the length of the string. As for space complexity, we keep appending a value into a string builder. So although the operation is not that expensive, it'll still be O of n, where n is the length of the string.